Okay, welcome back. In this section, we're going to talk about closing a trade. So remember, when we close a winning trade, we're looking to take the trade off when it reaches 40% of our maximum profit potential. So let's take a look at GLD. This is a trade that let's go to the platform. So GLD is a trade that I put on March 28th. So today is April 26th. So I put it on a little bit less than a month ago. And as you can see by the when we're on our Analyze tab here with GLD, when I put it on, if you look at this box here while I'm hovering my mouse, the maximum risk that I had, so the max loss I could have had on this trade was $2,210. If I hover over here, the maximum profit potential was $790 if it went all the way to expiration. But remember, we never let trades go all the way to expiration. We want to take them off at about 40% of max profit and then redeploy that capital into other trades, and that's going to give us more profitability over time by doing that, as opposed to letting it go all the way to expiration. So if you look at this and say, okay, my max profit is $790. So if you take $790 times 40%, that equals $316. So what we're looking is, once we get into the profit of $316, we're looking to take this trade off. So if you look at this little hash mark right here, that dictates that's where price is right now. And so then remember, the pink line is our profit line. So right now I'm profitable on this trade of about $379, give or take a little bit. Remember when we looked at, okay, so the maximum I'm risking on here and the amount of capital that it takes to put up for this trade was $2,210. So if you take 2,210 times 15.15, that equals $331. So why do I bring that up is, remember, the name of this course is how I make 15% per month. Well, I've been in this trade for just under a month, 2 days less than 30 days. I've been in it for 28 days. And I put up 22.10 to get into the trade, and I'm taking it off at a profit of $379. Once I get to $331, that gets me to 15% return on capital. So this is where we're looking to take this trade off, and then we can move on and redeploy that capital into another trade if we want, if there's any opportunities available. So for this trade, I put it on with 10 contracts, and that's what I was just comfortable with for this trade. For your specific account, you could do one contract, which is what you would want to definitely start with. As your account grows, you can add more contracts, and so if you did one contract, it would just be, instead of having a $372 profit, you'd have a $37 profit. But you have to trade within the size of your account. So let's take a look at how to take this trade off. If once we figure out we're to the point where we want to exit the trade, which we've already discussed, all we have to do is you can highlight the position down here, and to do that I'm just going to click on that, click Shift, and just highlight all those so that we're highlighting all the different options in the Iron Condor position. Right click on that, hover over Create Closing Order, and remember, when we opened this trade, we sold the Iron Condor. So in this case, we're going to buy back 10 contracts of this Iron Condor. So you simply click on that, and that's going to pull up your trade, and it's going to put it in the queue. And so when I sold this Iron Condor, I sold it for 79 cents. Now we're buying it back for 42 cents as a debit. Remember, you sell it as a credit and then you buy it back as a debit. So 42 cents is over 40% of the 79 cents which we sold it for. So then all you have to do is hit confirm and send. Your order box pops up here, and then you just click on send. Now, what'll happen is the order was sent, but as you can see here, my trade is still visible. It's still there, so I have not gotten filled yet. So what you'll want to do is go to your trade tab, and you can see under here I have this changed to working only. So this is my only working order that I currently have in, and so you can see the order, the status is working, and I'm trying to buy back that iron condor for 42 cents. But guess what? Nobody's willing to buy that back from me for 42 cents at this point. So I want to go ahead and get out of the trade, and I'm willing to give up a penny or two to do so. So what you do is you can just right click on that order, click on cancel replace order. It'll pop back up, and as you can see here, the mid price is 42 cents, but the natural is 45, or now 44. So somewhere in between those two numbers is where it will get filled. So I can simply click that up to 43. You can see the dot moves to 43 cents. So let's try it again there and see if we get filled. So just hit confirm and send. And you see that one was canceled. And we're still not filled. So there's a couple of ways to go about this. You could just leave that order in, and at some point during the day you might get filled. For purposes, and I do that sometimes, but for purposes of this video, I do want to make sure we go ahead and get filled. So I'm going to go ahead and right click on it again and hit cancel replace order. And I'm just going to go all the way up to the 44 cents, up to the natural price there, and I'm pretty sure I'll get filled here. Sometimes you just have to work with this with a penny or two just to get the order filled. And if you're not going to be in front of your computer and you just want to get out, you can follow the steps that I'm showing you right here. And obviously for the purposes of this video, that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So I've got it on 44 cents now. Let's see if that'll get filled, and we'll hit confirm and send. And you can see it replaced that order there, or canceled out the old order, and this is still working. And it's still not quite getting filled. Let's cancel replace one more time. It's sitting on the natural. Sometimes you want to just give it a couple minutes to see if it gets filled, and then you can always give up another penny or so. I'm well over the 40% of max profit that I want, so I'm willing to go another penny. And again, for the benefit of this video, I'll go ahead and do that. So let's see if I can get filled at 45 cents, and just confirm and send. Cancels out the old order, and I got filled at 45 cents. So 45 was the price that spread was trading at. And so then we can go back to the Analyze tab, and now you see the visual is gone because I have no trade in here. The quantity, it's zero. It still shows the positions that I did have, but the quantity is zero. The trade is gone. I've exited. I booked that for a around $350 profit in less than a month, over a 15% return on capital in less than a month. And that's how you exit a winning trade. I'm going to give a couple more examples of these exiting real live trades to help everybody get your arms around how to do that. And then we'll also talk about what to do when a trade goes bad or does not become a winning trade right off the bat. So we'll talk about how to adjust trades and how to work our way out of bad trades as well. See you at the next video.